believe Wakanda is an ally or an enemy.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst things Namor has done.
I am flattered by your attention, but I am married to Reed Richards.
How can a mere surface dweller compare to the power of a prince?
For this list, we're looking at this aquatic mutant's most gruesome actions. Since we'll be talking about Black Panther Wakanda Forever, there will be spoilers ahead. Do Namor's debatable decisions make him a hero, villain, or anti-hero? Let us know what you think in the comments. Number 10. Becoming a violent New York City vigilante.
The Prince of Blood has only begun his war against your pollution. Air breathers.
As far as Namor is concerned, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. The web-slinger discovered this the hard way when pollution reached the Royals' underwater kingdom. When Namor's cousin is poisoned by bad chemicals, the Submariner was ready to wreak havoc. His first impulse is to just destroy anything in New York City that could cause toxins.
I had hoped you would use your newspaper to help me fight pollution. Yet you eagerly pollute your lungs and other people's air as others pollute the sea and sky.
When Spider-Man suggests Namor try to get influential people to help his cause, the Atlantean decides to capture newspaper mogul J. Jonah Jameson and threaten his life. Although Namor soon figures out that crime boss Kingpin is responsible, the Submariner causes a lot of collateral damage. If Spider-Man wasn't swinging around that day, innocent residents would have suffered more.
It would have been a fitting end for him.
What? And pollute your waters even more?
Number 9. Demolishing his friendship with Captain America. In the Marvel Comics, Captain America and the Submariner all fought together in World War II on a team known as the Invaders.
That's me and Captain America slugging some Hydra punks back in the big one. WW2.
Whoa! You guys kicked butt back in the day.
But Steve's forgiving and noble nature didn't exactly rub off on the Atlantean. After Namor executes some employees of an oil company, Steve goes underwater to try and prevent things from escalating. Unfortunately, the Atlantean wasn't having any of it.
Namor, after all the times we've worked together,
And the times we have fought each other, why should I trust you now?
Namor showed how much he disagreed with the idea of making peace by using an iconic shield to beat Steve up. While it was rough for Caps to take hits like this, he was prepared for his friend to hit him, but it was still harrowing for him to have to take punishment from a man he truly trusted.
I'm not gonna fight you. You're my friend.
Number 8. Abducting the Invisible Woman.
What beauty.
Look out, sis!
Throughout comic history, Namor has been infatuated with the Invisible Woman. In Fantastic Four, the animated series, the ruler of Atlantis snags Susan Storm Richards while she's walking on a beach. Despite her struggles, he forcibly takes her to his underwater city. Namor acts like it's the beginning of a beautiful relationship. When Susan says she's not interested, he gives her a choice. She can stay with him forever, or he'll destroy everyone on land.
Remain here willingly, or my warrior legions will make the surface dwellers pay for the pollution they have unleashed on this planet.
It is creepy, and definitely not the best way to start a romance. Fortunately, Susan is rescued before she becomes a long-term resident of Atlantis.
I shall not win you this day, but there will be another day, and you shall be mine.
Number 7. Using Giganto to devastate New York.
Your foul species is hereby banned from the seas and oceans of the world. Any who enter the waters will face my wrath.
The ruler of Atlantis is known for his quick temper. His rage is particularly known to flare up when it comes to the safety of his people. When Namor sees that his kingdom has been devastated by a radioactive weapon, he instantly decides to retaliate against the surface.
Heed my warning. Stay out of the sea.
He proceeds to call upon a big sea creature named Giganto to attack New York City. And when the Fantastic Four confront him, he doesn't seem sorry for his actions at all. While we understood why Namor was angry, his violent choices result in mayhem for innocent people. The fact that the residents of the city weren't to blame for his misfortune made his attack even worse.
We will listen and work with the surface world to stop the destruction of your kingdom.
Strong words. But as I recall, the last time you matched your strengths against mine, you lost. Imperious Rex!
Number 6. Decapitating a friendly android.
What is this? A fiery man-child? How intriguing. Denizens of the depth, cool him off.
When your friend tries to talk you out of something, what's your usual response? If your answer was cutting off their head, then we're going to assume you're Namor. The Submariner victim in this case was the original Human Torch. Although this fiery hero was an android, it didn't make his fate any less harsh. When the Human Torch heard about Namor's sinister plans for the surface world, he charged into a reluctant battle with the Submariner. Their heated argument ended with Namor lopping off the fiery man's head.
What did you do? I went for the head.
Fortunately, the android was able to stay alive and get a new body built for his separated head. But the friendship he had with Namor couldn't be repaired just as easily.
Ah, he is a fool. In the sea, I am supreme.
Number 5. Attacking and submerging Wakanda. The Phoenix Force is a powerful entity that roams the universe seeking a host.
Because it's the spark that gave life to the universe, and the flame that consumed my world.
During the Avengers vs. X-Men comic, Namor is one of the 5 mutants who get this tremendous power. When he discovers that rebellious Avengers are in Wakanda, he decides to attack the city.
The crown is going to explode and wipe out the city.
I like the sound of that. Hello, princess.
Countless numbers of residents are suddenly at the mercy of tidal waves and sea monsters just so Namor could get at Earth's mightiest heroes. The threat of Namor becomes so immense that a bunch of additional Avengers show up through portals to bring him down together. In the end, Wanda is able to magic the Phoenix Force out of the Submariner. But her spells could not undo the devastation he wrought on Wakanda.
This will be the end of Wakanda.
Then it will be the noblest ending in the history.
Number 4. Mutating humans without their consent.
The machine emits radiation that triggers mutation in ordinary human beings.
Can walking in someone else's shoes really help you understand them better? Perhaps this was Namor's motivation when he forcibly changed all of the humans in a coastal town so they could only breathe underwater. Thanks to a chemical bomb from Namor, the residents of a normal town almost immediately began to suffocate on the air.
What the hell have you done to me?
Senator, this is pointless. Where would you go? Who would take you in now that you're one of us?
To add insult to injury, the Submariner then commanded a tidal wave to cover the town. He simultaneously destroyed their lives and livelihoods, and acted as if he saved them by forcing a biological change on innocent humans. Namor joined the ranks of amoral villains like Magneto.
How are we feeling, Senator? Advanced, I hope.
Number 3. Sending sharks after a friend. The heroic oceanographer known as Stingray was originally supposed to capture Namor before realizing that the Submariner wasn't such a bad guy after all.
And who is responsible for the sea monsters attacking the surface? Who brought that violence and destruction?
Yeah, take that!
Although no one has actually been hurt.
But we bet the Doctor regretted his decision in one key moment. Before Namor launched an ambitious attack, he asked Stingray to join his twisted cause. When the oceanographer refused, he was beaten to a pulp by the undersea ruler. Namor followed the horrible beatdown by ordering sharks to devour Stingray.
I'll slit his throat and claim the treasures of Atlantis.
This action was so harsh that a supervillain named Tiger Shark instantly agreed to work for the Submariner right after. Shockingly, Stingray survived both the harsh beating and the cruel shark attack. But we don't think he'll be hanging out with Namor anytime soon.
I have much to consider. My ban on humans will remain.
Number 2. Killing Queen Ramonda.
There is a new world power at play.
Are you an ally or an enemy?
during the Black Panther sequel, Riri's vibranium searching machine gets a little too close to Namor's kingdom for his comfort. He immediately demands that Wakanda turn over the genius to face fatal consequences, and that the nation ally with him for an upcoming war. When Queen Ramonda and Princess Shuri refuse to fulfill either request, Namor lashes out at Wakanda. Not only does he flood the nation, but he slays their ruler. The fact that Namor proceeded to casually talk to a grieving Shuri moments after the queen died was unbearably brutal.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
Admittedly, this attack didn't have the highest body count, but the fact that it all started just because Namor was threatened makes his actions particularly harsh.
You saw an underwater empire. This is what destruction sounds like. Yes, but these people are dangerous.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Destroying many Earths. Many people in the Marvel Universe know how dangerous incursions are to the survival of a planet.
An incursion occurs when the boundary between two universes erodes and they collide, destroying one or both entirely.
So Namor was willing to go to extreme lengths to protect his own world from biting the dust. In the comics, he and his Illuminati team realized that destroying another Earth could save them. But Namor is ultimately the one who sets off a device that terminates a world and slaughters billions. After going through with this action, the Submariner lets Thanos and his Black Order go free so they can decimate more Earths to save their own.
You have had the privilege of being saved by the great Titan.
By the time Namor starts to regret his actions, an incalculable number of people across many universes were dead. His brutal decisions could have helped bring an end to the multiverse.
Wait! This invasion is not of my doing, but I am responsible for it. I will help you stop it.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.